I had been getting more and more anxious and had been starting to take more and more medication to try and resolve that just so that I could function. And I would go through phases where I would try to taper off the medication just to see how that would go. And it would usually lead to some kind of a totally spiraling out of control anxiety fit that I would have to jump back onto all of the medications I was taking. I think at one point I was taking probably 7 or 8 different things just to have the right mix to actually feel normal. My first interaction in the office was with Jess, and she asked a lot of questions about medical history, childhood trauma, just basically anything you can think about that you would expect when you're starting off with a psychiatrist or a therapist. So that felt good because it felt legitimate. Like, this is a trained medical professional that's really concerned about my specific situation and is going to make decisions on my treatment based off of medical science, which to me was super cool. I would say my husband noticed that I seemed a lot calmer and less anxious after probably about 4 weeks or so. So my husband and I own a side business. He does photography and I do DJing, and we do a lot of corporate events and weddings. And over the years, it had gotten more and more stressful to me that leading up to an event, I would, again, catastrophize everything. Like, something's going to break, something's not going to go right. And my brain would just invent all these scenarios that would never happen. And I logically knew that because I always tested my equipment. So when I went through TMS, it calmed that down a lot. And just instead of fearing those events, I actually started looking forward to them. And when I was preparing by downloading the music and testing the equipment and making sure everything worked right, test out the disco ball, it became fun again. Trust the science, do your research, but don't delay making a decision. See what it does for you. Because my experience is that it really helped. It really made a difference. And I can't recommend it enough.